welcome back. I am going to try not to let the little orbs interfere in this video, and saying that out loud and them hearing, I'm sure that they're probably going to try to interfere as much as possible. I sat down earlier and I thought, well, I'm going to sit here with my phone on, where you take the picture. I can't remember what it's called. One is called portrait, and then the other one's called, I don't, photo maybe. So I thought, I'm gonna put my light on it and I'm gonna sit here with it and I'm going to watch. And I was adjusting my shirt and everything and fixing it. I was getting ready to take a picture and I was trying to psych myself up for it. And I had to look up and there were orbs like everywhere. And I'm like, what? Surely that's dust from me just sitting down. And I don't think it was, because they were big orbs. And then I got up and turned my kitchen light off, come back and sat down, and there was a white orb right here just sitting there, not even moving. And I'm like, well, I've never seen one still before, but it stayed there. And I'm like, and it disappeared. I'm like, wait, they're still coming to me at work. And I always say, hey, I love you, kind of thing. And I'm kind of down today. I thought that I would be done with my ex completely. With the car situation, I was unable to finance it because of my new name. Although my credit score is pretty high now, I still can't finance it. Even though I'm the same person, same social security number, I don't know why. So he's stuck on it until I pay it off. Or I can refinance it between now and when I pay it off. Then I come home and find something that is still attached to me because of him. I'm like, are you serious? I don't know why this man continues to be attached to me somehow. When I was married to him, I did not know he never paid taxes. After we married, he told me. Then he always talked me into filing with him so my taxes can go on his and help get him paid off. And me being the person I am, thought, well, I'm his wife, I should help him. I did. So I didn't file married filed separately. I did married filed jointly. And I'm paying dearly for it. Then he didn't tell me until shortly, it was after I left him. He tells me the government caught him claiming 9 dependents. I had no idea. I did not know. He had no dependents, none. And so I'm like, what? This man, he was, and continues to be a liar. He is a horrible liar. I got one not too long ago where his social security number was attached to my taxes. And they took my taxes a couple of years in a row, saying that I owed them, in which I did not. Today, well, let me back up. A week ago, I get a notification from the IRS saying that they're sending my past due balance to a credit agency, or I think that's what you call it, debt collector or whatever. And I should be hearing from them. Today, I get the letter. They want over $8,000, and his social security number is still attached to it. But they send it to me with my maiden name on it, which should indicate I'm not married to him, and my full name is not attached to that social security number. And I'm like, wait, I've been divorced for 3 years now. How am I still on it? So Friday, when I'm off, I have to call the credit debt collector and the government, the IRS, and see if I could fix that. I'm like, he still haunts me. I left him to get away from that crap. He's still there. He's still creeping up on me, biting my butt. This man even hid a whole wife from me. Before we got married, I was kind of ashamed of being married for well, I'm not even going to say. I'm not even going to say how many. But he agreed that he was the same amount. Well, right before I left him, he slipped and said that he had a whole nother wife that I didn't even know about. And he claims up and down that he told me, but no, he didn't tell me. And he had played continuously that I was the one that was forgetting things and that I'm the one that couldn't remember things. And no, the longer I'm away from him, the more I realize my memory is not that bad. I thought it was then because he made me believe I would forget things all the time, but no, it was him lying. Anyway, new life. I will get this fixed. I was hoping to get taxes back this year because I need my windshield fixed. Now I am scared to death that they're going to start garnishing my check. And when they do that, I can't live in this apartment. I cannot live on my own anymore. And I cannot afford to pay another bill. I can barely afford to feed myself. And I kind of posted this on Facebook that I was tired of living paycheck by paycheck. And then all these people were like, see if you can get levelized billing on your electricity. See if you get food stamps. Try to live without certain things. And I'm like, people, what do you not understand living paycheck to paycheck means? I have levelized billings. I don't qualify for food stamps. They don't count your car payment when you're trying to get food stamps. So my car payment is what kills me. I don't have cable. I have $50 a month internet. And I have to have that because when it ices and snows, I have to work from home. So I have to have internet. That's the only luxury I have. I can only buy a couple of pieces of clothing every third month or something like that because I get paid 5 times that month instead of 4. And sometimes that 5th paycheck has to go in on a bill. I can barely feed myself, and I still have to borrow money to do that. And now this. I'm like, what in the hell am I going to do now? I'm going to keep thinking positive, and I'm going to keep my fingers crossed in hopes that I can get this fixed. I have to say, to change the subject before I start crying, because what you don't know is that I paused for a while and tried not to cry. Red sure makes my eyes pop. And I am 95% sure that I will be dyeing my hair red Friday. But I'm not sure because I really like my hair color. This is my natural color up here. Down here where it's lighter, you can see the color change right there. That is where I was red and tried to go back. And I actually went back to this color. I colored it, matched it perfectly. But then I'm like, I'm going to highlight it. So I tried to highlight it. And I used to highlight my hair all the time and did pretty darn good at it. But this time, I'm like, what in the heck happened? I can't do it no more. So my hair looked kind of jacked up. And I just sort of left it like that. And just get it trimmed off every now and then. But now I'm going to go red. And when I had it red last time, my eyes popped. And I got a lot of compliments on the red color. So we shall see. If things keep going in the way they're going, I'm not even going to be able to afford hair color. And that's like $20 a month. That would probably be a luxury that I really don't want to give up, because that's something that's for me. Something that I don't get to get often. So I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to keep my head up, and this too shall pass kind of mentality, I guess. This video turned out to be something I didn't want it to be. It was complaining about my ex once again. This man, he made over $130,000 a year, and he took my money. He got expensive vehicles. I did without a lot. And now that I'm not there, his bills was all on him instead of us, as he claimed. He claimed that we couldn't do a lot of things without my money. And he took all of my money. And when I asked for a shirt, I had to ask permission. Can we afford this? Can I have this? No, we can't afford it. But now that I'm not there, this man has put implants in his mouth, as well as brand new dentures when I couldn't afford to get my teeth down because he swore we couldn't afford it. Now I had to have him pulled. He is living in luxury. He's got another new car since I left him. He remodeled the house with furniture when I left. And I didn't leave him without anything. I didn't take something away from him and had him do without. And this man has spent a lot of money since I've left. And I'm like, well, how in the hell did that happen? Because he sure took all my money. And look, once again, I'm the one suffering, not him. What I don't understand too is why isn't his wages garnished? Why is the government not after him? Why me? I don't understand. I just don't understand. And here I am struggling to live while he's living in luxury. Boy, I can go on and on. I can go on and on. All the people who done me wrong live better than me. And I struggle. I should stop. I should stop. Because this is not who I want to be. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to stay in the frame of mind where I'm not in the position of saying, oh, woe is me. I've never been like that. But oh, woe is me. Why is everything against me? Why do I always get the raw end of the stick? I've never been that way. But when I talk about these kind of things, I guess it sounds like it. But people tend to say that if you think that way, that you will stay that way. And that's not true either, because since my awakening, I have been positive. I have, after knowing who I am, I have been on the straight and narrow thought-wise and been positive and sat here and believed that once I started my YouTube, actually in 2019, that it was going to take off. And of course, it was my fault because I didn't stick with it, and I knew that. So as time went on, I become more serious in it, Got my own place and, thinking positive. But it seems like, okay, that's enough. You've gone high enough. Now you're coming back down. You're coming back down. You're going to drown a little bit again. And then you go back up a little bit. Then we're going to pull you down some more. That's how I feel. But yet, here I am again. I'm trying to stay positive, and I will continue to do so. I will let you know Friday what the outcome is of this IRS thing. Until then, I'm going to fight to stay positive. On another note, I'm sure I've told you in one of my videos, or more than one, that I have active vertigo that's active for a few months now. But it's the kind that I can do things with, as long as I don't lay down and roll. because when I do that, I tend to, the room spins for about 30 seconds or less. And I'm petrified that it's going to become active where I'm debilitated. And if you recall, I had said over a year ago, I was 5 days debilitated. Bad. I couldn't get up. I couldn't do nothing. Nobody helped me. I was hungry. I was dehydrated. And I just had Achilles tendon surgery, was just able to put weight on my foot after 6 weeks. I think one day I was able to put weight on my foot, and I had to wear a boot. And can you imagine the room spinning, trying to put that boot on with your eyes closed, trying not to throw up, just so you can get up and go pee. And then while you're walking, the room is spinning, so you're doing this and you're hanging on to things and you're trying not to throw up and pass out and you're breaking out in sweat. I mean, it's horrible. I never want to do that again. That was the worst vertigo episode I've had in my entire life. Being young, I'd wake up with vertigo. I could go back to sleep, wake up later, even an hour later, and it'd be gone. Well, it's not like that anymore. And now that I've had it for a few months, although, like I said, in the shower, if I look straight up and get my hair wet, I'll spin for a little bit. In bed, when I lay down and roll over, I'll spin a little bit. The other day, I got on the floor to fix the arm of my computer chair. I laid down, and I don't know what I did at this minute, but apparently I rolled somehow, and I spun. And I'm like, oh God. And I laid there knowing it was going to go over, finish. And then I got up, and that one was worse. I thought I was going to throw up, pass out, and everything right there in the floor. So I'm scared. So get to the point where I was headed. The last night I was in bed, and there's this maneuver they tell you to do, and it's supposed to help. Apparently, I'm doing wrong, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You know, you lay down, and you have to have your head angled back, so you have to put like a thick pillow or something under your neck, but not your head, so it'll lean back. And you have to count so many seconds, up to 60, I think. Then you roll over to your right with your head still dangling, and you lay there for 60 seconds. Then you roll over to your left, you do the same for 60 seconds, and then you sit up. That's supposed to fix it. No, I had to do it 3 times, and the third time it stuck with me. I got very bad sick, and I was like, oh my God, please no, don't tell me that I've activated it and it's here to stay. So I got up on my pillow and laid there praying that it would go away. I was so nauseous that I didn't even do my color by numbers. I laid there with my eyes shut, trying to go to sleep so it would end. When I got up this morning, I was still a little nauseous, and throughout the whole day, I was a little nauseous. I don't know if it's because of my antibiotic or the spinning. I don't know. I need to figure out how to fix that situation. So I'm sorry about this video. It's 20 minutes long, and all I've done is complained, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't intend on doing this kind of video. It just flowed out. I was thinking all day long what to do in a video, and this just came out for a reason, I guess. I don't know. Well, at least I got a video out. And again, I'm sorry. I'm not the type to complain like this. And like I said, I've been trying hard to be positive since my awakening, because in my research, I found that that's what you're supposed to do, is stay positive. So I hope you guys are doing well. Please forgive my whining like a baby for today. I will keep you updated. I hope you're doing well, and I'm going to send you love, light, and peace. And I love you. Bye.